Hi, this is Shannon.
And this is Joy.
Welcome to Satin and Shimmer, Inside the World of Beauty. And
what episode is this?
What episode is this? It's like number
6?
9.
Oh, what?
It's number 9. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yep. So today we're going to talk about products that we bought at our
last shopping trip.
That's right.
So if you watched and listened to our last podcast, we went to Walmart. And it was a pretty mild shopping trip for Shannon and a pretty average one for me.
But it was interesting.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
So we got quite a few products, and I Instagrammed my little mini haul. So if you want to see all the photos of what I bought, my Instagram handle is Joy Hearts. Lots of S's together. So yeah, you can see a picture of all the things I'm talking about if you want sort of like a reference point. Some of these lines that we purchased are exclusive to Walmart, and I think that that's what I wanted to focus on, was that Flower Beauty and Hard Candy can only be purchased there at Walmart. So focused on those brands because you can't get them anywhere else. And I kind of wrote down some notes about each product that I got, and then Shannon has a couple of the things here. So should we start with the one that we both got?
Yeah, absolutely. What was it, the makeup setting spray?
Yeah, you want to show them? And that's from Hard Candy, and I think it was $5 or $6, like $5.98. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
So the whole idea with the setting spray, just in case you haven't used one before, and if you're listening to a beauty podcast, you probably have, but you want to do this after you've finished your makeup. So if you wear powder, I like this so that you can spray your face, kind of sets the powder, and it gives it a more skin-like texture so that you don't have that powdery look to your skin. And I think just based on the various setting sprays that I have used in my kit, all the professional ones, this has a nice spray to it. I've gotten Model in a Bottle before, which is one of the professional lines, and it kind of sprays really wet and kind of too direct. So the spray itself, I feel like, is nice. They did a good job with the packaging, even though it's kind of cheapy looking, but I think it does the job. What's the actual name of this product? Fast and Fabulous Makeup Setting Spray from Hard Candy. And if you just want it to kind of give like a nice refreshing mist to your skin, absolutely. What was your take on it?
I really liked it. I like the smell of it. It's something really new to me that I've never really used before. I felt like it definitely kept my makeup looking fresh longer, especially with, I'm constantly on the go, constantly outside running, doing all this stuff. And
oh, so you're wearing it for like your workouts too?
Heck yeah, girl.
Okay, no, that's great. And
yeah.
Since one of us works out.
I mean, I don't put on my makeup to go work out. That sounds terrible. But
if you're going to do some makeup, then
yeah, like I'll go and work in the morning and then have, whatever going on at night that involves some kind of fitness thing.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I felt like it kept things looking fresh and in place, even through all that craziness.
So I noticed that because it's not part of my general repertoire to use a setting spray, that I was forgetting it a lot. But as it gets a little bit warmer, I'm more apt to use a little bit more powder. So I feel like I'm using it a little bit more consistently the last few days because it's been warm. And today I did a volunteer thing at the women's prison in Ohio, and we were outside walking for, it's not a ton of time, but it's really warm. And at the jail itself, it's really warm. And we were there and we were singing and we were all kind of packed in there together, and it was so hot. And I had used it today, and I did kind of feel my makeup melting down today. But, I really gave it got a good workout today just because it was so incredibly warm and just humid. Also, I did it on top of not just a regular foundation, but on top of a CC cream, which has kind of a creamier consistency, and I'll talk about a couple that I'm trying out right now.
So what's the difference then between I've heard of the BB cream, and that's kind of what I use now.
Okay, so BB cream should be a beauty balm, BB. So it should have sort of a balmy texture, but not all of them do, because the originals So here's the kind of weird thing. I'm like, oh, let's go into the history of BB cream. So BB creams were originally developed here in the U.S. by plastic surgeons for recovery from surgery, so that you could cover your skin while it healed. So it is sort of a foundation meets a product to help heal your skin initially, and then it was, like one person, Dr. Jart, J-A-R-T, or Yart, I don't know how you say it. So he developed it, and then it got really popular in Asia. So I've heard it was developed here and then sprung over in Asia and just kind of popped up. Like Korea and China, like, love their BB creams. And I would say 5 years ago, I remember people who were Asian asking me, like, do you know where I can get a BB cream? And I'm like,
oh, wow.
I heard somebody's coming out with one. I heard Boscia's coming out with one. They're a Japanese brand. So it was really popular and then finally kind of trickled back to us here in the States.
Okay.
So I kind of wonder, though, if it really was developed in Asia to begin with. Anyhow, so BB cream was supposed to be for healing the skin, and then CC, I don't know the history behind it, but I kind of feel like people just like working with the letters. CC, color correction. So the one CC cream that I have is green tinted with little tiny bursty pellets, basically, of the foundation pigments in it. That one is from Stila, and it's really lightweight. Even though it feels creamy, it doesn't feel heavy. I don't know if that makes any sense. You don't get much coverage from it at all. But then the one that I am testing out now, it feels more balmy. It feels like a regular beauty balm. It feels like a BB cream, and that is from Physicians Formula. They have the new CC cream that's supposed to do everything and like drive your car. It's
awesome.
like it's one of those that like it does everything but your renovations in your house. So yeah, so I like it, and that's why I actually got a BB cream and a CC cream, and I feel like they're like reversed. Oh no, you know what I did? I got the CC cream and I got like this Velvet Touch foundation from also from Physicians Formula, and it says like full color, full coverage, and it's not like at all. It's barely medium coverage, but it's it's enough for a light day, but it feels more like a tinted moisturizer to me. The CC cream I felt like I got more coverage from, but apparently on hot days it feels really heavy. And I think it does have at least 30 SPF, so
that's great.
Yeah, and I like that it didn't feel like Rimmel has one that's like super duper cheap, like $5, $6, $7, and it feels like a sunscreen, like you're going to the beach and slathering sunscreen on your face, kind of heavy to me anyway.
Yeah, like a mask.
So BB cream, we veered off onto like a different review.
That was good.
Okay, so yeah, I put the setting spray back, circling back, putting the setting spray over my CC cream. Felt like it kind of melted down. In general, I really liked it though. Is it going to be professional grade comparable? I don't think so. But like I said, I do like the way it sprays. In my kit, I use Cinema Secrets, and I put it inside the NYX bottle. So everybody thinks I just use the NYX one, but I just like the smaller bottle. So Cinema Secrets setting spray tends to work. It doesn't get clogged, and it actually seems to set things. So one product down. What's the other item that you got, Shannon?
Well, okay. So I got, what is this? The Hard Candy Stay in Line Mechanical Gel Eyeliner. I wasn't super excited about it. It seemed really dry and much lighter than I thought it would be. So I'll
Did you
probably
keep
just
the lid
throw
on
away.
it, or did you forget to put the lid back on?
Well, I did keep the lid on for a while, and then I did something funny with the lid, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I know. I put it on the end, and it took off.
Oh.
It got stuck. Like the lid from the end got stuck in the other side. So, but the color is dark chocolate. Where am I at here?
It's like a dark brown.
Yeah, it doesn't really look
Do you mind if I sketch it on my hand? I
Go
want to
for
see.
it. Yeah.
So I like that it's twist up, and I like that it's got like tiny little flecks.
Oh, and of course it's going to work really well on your hand.
It seems glidey. It seems good.
Okay, I'll try it again.
No, but on your eye it probably pulls. I don't know, because one of the things that I can't stand with a lot of the gel pencils is that they're so soft that they go from being a nice flat or point to like being smushy and just too wide. So yeah, I I like that they're glidey, but I don't like that you can't control how soft they are. I feel like it's hard to get one that's hard enough, but not too hard that it hurts your eyes. So
You know
I'm going
what,
to try
too?
it now.
What I just thought of was that the temperature is much different now than it was when I used it.
Yes, so maybe it just needs to be warmer climate.
Mhm. Sometimes I'll hold it like in between my fingers for a few seconds. You know what I mean? When I use a dryer, or I call it a dryer liner like that, just to get it to sort of work a little better. Better.
I don't want to have to work that hard for my liner either.
Too much work.
In my kit, I do like sharpened ones. I feel like it's more hygienic, and then also I just like having a point, and it's really hard to get points unless they come with a baby sharpener, and then those things tend to not always work. So,
Yeah.
all right. And then the next item that I got was these pressed pigment shadows from Hard Candy, and they were 2 little pots. They're like little cubes, kind of. And they have a little stopper on the top so that it doesn't like just spill out, and I liked that. I like the packaging of that a lot, but I feel like to do an individual shadow, if you're only going to do one shadow on your eyes, this is great. Great, like sort of metallic, really intense payoff, but sometimes metallic is a bit much shimmer for my eyes. Sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't. But it's, yeah, I felt like it was very, very shimmery. So it just depends. If you like really shimmery, then I feel like it's kind of a nice metallic shadow. I got the neutral pair, and very wearable, both colors. One was sort of like taupey and one was more traditional shimmery brown. Really pretty. And for $6, if you don't have a ton of eyeshadow, you'd probably wear it more than I've worn mine. I think I've worn them twice in the last month since I got them. And they've been sitting there not getting much love. So the way that I kind of determine how much I love something is like, how much am I actually giving it love? How much does it actually see the skin on my eyeballs?
Yeah.
How much do I really love you? Now, if I'm using it every day, I love you a lot. If I'm using you a couple times a week, I probably like you. Yeah. My brow pencils, I always know if I like, because I will use those every day and I will be very religiously using them. All right, so the next item that I got, and Shannon didn't get, was from Flower Beauty. It was the the flower foundation stick. So if you like the idea of just kind of like taking a stick and like rubbing it on your face and then smearing it out and you've got your foundation done, and I've really been wanting one because I haven't had one for a couple years, and I used to have Dew Up and Estee Lauder and Bobbi Brown's. I've had a bunch of foundation sticks in my kit and in my personal collection before, and it's just been years, and it was one of those things that's been occurring to me lately, like, I want to try a new one. And then I saw Flower Beauty had one, and they had maybe like 6 to 8 shades. I picked the right color.
Yay.
It was really easy to apply. Just glide it on, and it looks beautiful on the skin. Great for drier skins, normal skin. If you're oily, though, yeah, I fear that if I tried wearing it now that it's warmer, way too greasy. And I have not been that faithful about washing my face at night, and I'm pretty sure it broke me out. But that's my own fault because I didn't wash my face. So,
And it's warmer.
full disclosure, my own fault.
Is that the Drew Barrymore brand?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is, Flower is her brand, and the packaging is just beautiful, so I'm really drawn to it, and I really want to love everything a whole bunch. And I feel like if you're looking for a foundation stick and you've got normal to dry skin, this is a really good one. But light skin, medium skin only. I'm pretty light skin, and I think I was the 3rd of 6 colors.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So they definitely have like good light skin colors. Not anything for darker skin, from what I remember. So that was the next thing I got. I would say out of 5 stars, I'd give it a 3. The next thing is the Flower Rollerball Concealer, and that's my biggest thumbs down. Yeah. Big failure. Okay, so there's one from Garnier that's a rollerball concealer, eye cream, hybrid. It gets so much play in my kit. It looks good on men, looks good on women, old, young, dry, oily, doesn't matter. It brightens up, it smooths it out. It's like one of those miracle products that I'm like, this is from the drugstore and it's like $12 and you could probably get a coupon.
Nice.
Garnier. They have it in light medium and tan dark or medium dark. And light medium works for almost everyone. It's a pretty universal color, brightens everybody up unless they're super duper fair. That's like a 5 out of 5. Flower rollerball, I'm so sorry. I got the second of 4 colors. It is so light. You barely get anything to come out, and you have to like shake it and then like kind of tilt your head back trying to get it to like roll down. I felt like I was doing acrobatics just to get the stuff out of the rollerball. It gets like 1 star if I had to give it a star, or 0. I'm really bummed about it, and I felt like it intensified wrinkles around my eyes. It settled into fine lines, deep lines. It settles. It didn't hydrate. I felt like it dried everything out. It was just everything that could be bad. It was bad, and now I'm curious to go online and see what other people are saying about it. Oh, another one that was a fail was the Brow Fiber Gel. That was from Hard Candy, and it looks like a little mascara wand on one end that has gel with little fibers in it with color. And then the other end was a highlighter. The highlighter's fine. It's a little too glidey, so it's not going to last. It's like, it's too wet, but it's pretty. It's just too wet. I think it would be pretty on the cheeks, which I haven't tried. And then the fiber side, I got both blonde and dark. The blonde, and I have naturally nearly black hair, so my brows, there's not many of them, but the hair is actually dark, so I try to like cheat it a little bit lighter, and I thought the blonde would work for me. It's really dark, and it looks really fake, and it's got the tiny little tip, but it's impossible to control. So I was putting it onto a little angled brush, and then I felt like it was just patchy, and it didn't hold any, I don't know, just not good. Like,
so I have a question about that then.
Yeah.
Why the fibers? Would the fibers sort of add to, like, make it look like there's more hair there?
Yeah, and that was
Interesting.
the interesting thing to me. I think it was way too much crappy gel and way not enough fibers. If you're going to do a fiber gel, I just feel like less tint in the actual gel, maybe a tiny bit of tint, but I don't know. It didn't hold, it wouldn't stay. It was a lot of work, and I was really wanting it to work because I think it's a really cool concept, and I loved how little tiny the mascara wand was. I felt like I would really be able to get in there and really control it, and I felt like I was like cleaning up around it, and then I felt like it was really drawn on kind of look. So I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I didn't love it. Then I have my setting spray written down. We talked about that for like half an hour. Oh, and I got a foundation from Hard Candy. It's the new Glamouflage foundation.
That's right.
And I use the Glamouflage concealer. And I think I've talked about this. It is one of my holy grail concealers. It has so much coverage. It is fabulous, but 2 things. It doesn't set, which has always kind of bummed me out. And oh, it settles into fine lines because it doesn't set. And what was the other thing? Well, crud. It's like the main thing, I guess. It'll come back to me. But I had heard that the Glamouflage foundation is amazing, and I'd seen lots of really positive reviews, so I wanted to try it. And it is a texture like nothing I've ever felt in a foundation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let me tell you, it's like a strangely lightweight serum, really, really liquidy.
Okay.
Not like running down your hand liquidy, like you need half a pump, and it's really, really light. Okay. And you feel like when you put it on, you're like, this feels like not like air. Like there's no 3-dimensionalness about it. So if you have big pores, or you know, you're trying to fill in lines or something, this is not going to do it because there's no 3-dimensionalness to it at all. If you want something that is undetectable texturally, this is it. But you got to make sure to match, or you're still going to get a line of demarcation, or just do it really sheer, because this stuff is coverage. This is medium to full coverage, definitely can build up to full coverage. So what I've been doing is about half a pump on the back of my hand, and then I'll kind of like streak it on to like, well, let me get into here. So I'll like streak it on like, you know, the main places, and then I'll take a big brush to kind of like blend it out. And it's beautiful on the skin. I kind of felt, again, like I was breaking out, but again, maybe my fault for not washing my face, so
Okay.
taking responsibility. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely worth trying because it's such a different concept of foundation, like being serum-like and really coverage. It feels so light that you think, oh, why were people saying this is going to cover stuff? It's not covering anything. And then you start blending it and you're like, whoa, covers everything. So worth a shot for, I think it was like $8. Really great price for a foundation. What is next? Hard Candy Lip Crayon, and I'm a big fan of those big chunky balms. This one does not stay. There's no longevity to it. I got sort of that like berry kind of shade, and it's what I would want to do is do a really light application, press your lips together like 3 or 4 times, just kind of get it all dry.
Okay.
And then have it that sort of like just ate a bowl of berries kind of look.
Oh, okay, got you.
Maybe throw a little bit of like balm or gloss on top of it and just call it a day. But if you want like a very done kind of lip look, I feel like this is, if you do a thick layer of it, it's just going to glide right off because it's so glidey. I'm feeling like maybe I should have gotten a different color too, like one of the nudes. I don't know. I'm just not excited about it. It looks a lot like another one I already have. So, I don't know, 2 stars for that. It doesn't suck completely, but it's not a fave. And then the last one was the Hard Candy Lip Gloss, and they have a lot of different lip glosses, and most of them are just a little too young for me. They're like glittery or, I don't know, just absurd colors for every day.
Yeah.
I did find it's kind of like the longer tube with the brush tip version, and it's kind of a peachy, so pretty. So pretty. So if you put it over like a matte lip, just a little bit of pop, and it smells really good. It's got like a vanilla scent, like just a faint vanilla, which is my favorite. And gorgeous color. And I'm not helping you because I'm not even telling you what color it is. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's, I would say, a 4 out of 5. And I don't wear a ton of everyday lip gloss because I tend towards like the sheer balms and stuff, like with tints or matte shades. But if I do a matte shade, I might throw a lip gloss on top of it, and I enjoy this. So I've been using it.
Great.
And again, if I'm giving it love, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the products that we tried, and I mentioned a couple of those other ones from Physicians Formula. So I got those 2 foundations, and they had at CVS this week, buy any 2 Physicians Formula products and get $10 extra bucks back. So I was like,
Cool.
I was rigging the system. So I did that, and I think it was like $30 because they're like $15 a piece, which is kind of a lot, right? For like drugstore foundations. But then I got $10 back, and that bought my new brow pencil and something else. So that was the other thing I wanted to talk about, was my brow pencil discovery, and I mentioned this on my business Facebook page, which is State of Face Makeup Artistry, and it was my most recent post because I was really excited about it.
Oh, awesome.
So if you are a fan of the Anastasia Brow Wiz or the Macke, the skinny mechanical pencil for brows, and there's a shade from Macke called Lingering, and I used to pay like $19 for this shade. And since I gave up on, like, you know, spending almost $20 on a brow pencil that I would use in 3 weeks, I started using one from Rimmel called Hazel. That was a sharpened one, and it did the trick, but it's a little bit too red. And this one is Skinny Twist Up from Almay, and has a little brow groomer, like a spoolie on the other end, just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And it's the mechanical pencil style, not the kind that you twist up and then twist back. You just click it up, and it's real skinny, and it's like $6.99, $5.99. I think it's $6.99, but you can always get coupons and stuff at CVS or Walgreens or wherever you can find your nearest Almay products. And I got the dark blonde, and it's perfect.
Oh, nice.
I have it on now, so.
Yeah. I like it.
And here's what it would look like if I had Botox.
I'm telling you.
Hi. I'm a real
Cracking me
housewife
up.
now.
Right. Oh, that's so scary.
And Kylie Jenner finally admitted that she had lip injections.
Well, hello, like,
At 17,
Mr.
16 years
Obvious.
old? I know.
that poor girl. I'm sorry.
Oh, just growing up with that much sort of focus on how she looks, it makes me sad for her.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that could be a whole other episode, my dear.
I know, self-esteem, and we do it because it's something that we love, that to see like the transformation, but also that it gives people confidence. And I think a lot of people are very much like, I'm a hopeless cause, so blah. And I would have felt the same way if I wouldn't have taken a shine to makeup probably 15, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just been, you know what? If you don't peak in high school, you're doing something right.
Amen, sister. Absolutely.
So
Without
that's
a
my
doubt.
theory. I'm like, I'm peaking at 40. No, I'll peak at 50. I've got another 10 years till I peak.
Right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just a testimony to doing what you love.
That's right.
Life is too short.
Yep. So how long have we been going? 25 minutes?
Let's wrap it up, and we'll do that on the next one.
That's
You
a
want
thumbs
to?
up. Yeah. All right. So thank you for listening. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions or comments, you will find us at...
All right. You can find me, Shannon Goode, at shannongoode.com. You can find me at Facebook and Pinterest at Shannon Goode, or at, get ready for it, Good Hair, award-winning, on-site hairstyling specialist. You can find me at Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Running Hair Girl, and Google Plus at Shannon Goode.
And make sure you spell good with an E on the end.
That's right.
Okay, and for me, my website is stateofface.com. My Facebook page is under State of Face Makeup Artistry. My Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter are all at Joy Hearts Hearts. And I think that that's the main thing. And then, of course, on iTunes, we are Macke, Satin and Shimmer. Tell everybody about us, write reviews, and we'll see you, or we won't actually see you. Hopefully you'll listen to us the next time. Adios.